Flipping backwards, we can continue to analyze the relationships between the sides and angles by finding a range of possible values for a missing side. The way we do that is we add and subtract the two numbers that we know, and we use those as the outside extremes for what the missing side could be. So let's see what that looks like. If I have 9 and 18, I know that this x has to be in between, here's my less than symbols, the sum of 18 plus 9 and the difference 18 minus 9. Well, 18 plus 9 is 27, so 27 is the highest end of my range. 18 minus 9 is 9, so that's on the lowest end of my range. Please notice that you cannot actually have 9. 9 is not less than or equal to, it's just purely less than. And to see the reason why that is, I'm going to get my little diagrams out. Okay, so if 9 is the smallest it could be, what that represents is if this angle up here is folded all the way up to a 0-degree angle. Let's imagine that this green length is 9 and the blue length, the green length is 18 and the blue length is 9. I would have 9 units left in here, but I don't have a triangle anymore. 0 degrees does not make a triangle. So I can't actually use 9. The same thing is true for 27, but in reverse. 27 represents how long these two would be if I took this 18 and I took this 9 and I opened it all the way up into a straight line. From end to end, the green and blue would total 27, but once again, I don't have a triangle. I have a straight line. 180 degrees in the straight line doesn't leave any more degrees for my other two angles that would be necessary to have a triangle. So 9 doesn't work and 27 doesn't work, but any number slightly larger than 9 or slightly less than 27 would be okay. Let's do that again with 9. On number 9, we have 21 and 14. So we're going to add 21 plus 14, and that of course gives us 35. Then we subtract 21 minus 14. 21 minus 14 is 7. So these are the extremes of our range. 7 has to be less than our missing side, which is x, and x, our missing side, has to be less than 35. And so any values in between 7 and 35 would fit and make this a triangle. Flip back again to page 343. This is really why I think this chapter makes more sense if you do this backwards. If you notice at the top of this page, they have you check all of these sums, when really you don't have to do that. All you have to do is pretend that one of these sides is not given to you. So I'm just going to pretend that I don't have the last one. You can pick any one that you want to. I just picked the last one. So I am going to add 12 plus 4, and I'm going to subtract 12 minus 4. 12 plus 4 is 16. 12 minus 4 is 8. So I need my third side to be between 8 and 16. And then we just check. Does 17 fall between, but not including, 8 and 16? No, of course not. 17 is larger than 16. So no, this does not make a triangle because 17 is too much. 24 and 8 are going to be the numbers that I add and subtract to get the extreme values on my range. So 24 plus 8 is 32. 24 minus 8 is 16. So 16 has to be shorter than my missing side, and my missing side has to be shorter than 32. So we check to see if this third side actually does fit within this range, and it does. 30 is less than 32 while being greater than 16. So this does make a triangle. And it's so much less work and less to remember than the way they started out teaching this. So that's why I think it makes more sense for this chapter to be worked in reverse. Work smarter, not harder, and this is smarter. The stuff at the top of the page, this is harder. Don't do it like that. So to kind of wrap up, we're back at the front of the chapter. The triangle inequality theorem says that the sum of any two side lengths of a triangle is greater than the third side length. And we've already seen that. When we added up 12 plus 4, we got 16. 16 is what's represented when your two sides are folded all the way out. From end down to end, that is 16. So you would need something less than 16 in order for your triangle to fold up and make an angle up there. We also talked about how the difference has to be the difference has to be less than that side as well. What the difference represents the two sides folded all the way closed so that there is a 0-degree angle right there. So if I have the green side of 12 and the blue side of 4, and I fold it all the way up, I need 8 units just to connect here, but I don't have a triangle because I have a 0-degree angle. So I need this last side to be at least a little bit bigger than 8 so that I can have some angles and therefore make a triangle.